Sure. Look, you've just got into the club and given the responsibility of captaining the team. How does that feel?
Yeah, and I'm honored and humbled to be given the responsibility to lead the team in the new season. I think it comes with great responsibility. It's not an easy task, but I think the coaches, the technical team, the management, they've identified that I possess leadership qualities in myself, and I'd like to believe that I'm a leader. So yeah, I'm ready for the task, the responsibility that comes with it. Yeah.
And I guess this is a new chapter for you, new start. How important is it for you as an individual being at Sekhukhune?
Yeah, I'm excited. If I was to take you back, a season back or a season before that, I wanted to come on loan, and the loan deal didn't, materialize. But when Pirates, told me that Sekhukhune interested in my services, I was excited. I spoke to the chairman. Chairman gave me his blessings that you're not getting any younger, and here's a team that's based in Joburg. Since you're a family man and you're close to your family, you can still be based in Joburg and play your football. And I was happy to come here. So hence maybe settling in very quickly. Already feeling at home, and can't wait for the season to start.
And any targets for the season?
Yeah. I've set my personal targets. The team has, its own targets that we've set for ourselves. What we want to accomplish come end of the season. And individually, I've got my own targets. I want to play more. I want to contribute to the team's, success. I'm a player that loves to score goals. I want to score goals, give assists possible, and just contribute. I want to sacrifice myself on the field. Give my all, commitment, dedication, and make sure that I lead from the front, since being given the role to be a leader. And I'm not the only one. One thing that makes it easy for me to also be happy to lead the team is that I'm surrounded by leaders. I've got Uteni at the back, Toaster, Victor, Rodri, Mabasa. Our team is balanced. We've got a team, a mixture of experienced and young players. So it just makes it easy also for me to actually lead. I also told the guys, guys, my responsibility is just to choose the side and who takes kickoff. After that, we are all leaders, and that's what the coach wants from us. That we should be leaders in every position that we play. Make sure that you lead and you take charge in the position that you play. You should bring your qualities individually and make sure that all our qualities together. Then we become a strong team, and then we can compete. So we want to compete.
Looking at the squad, man, very strong, good players. How far do you think you guys can go?
One is I don't want to get ahead of myself, but what the management have done is they've shown that they want to compete. The past 6 weeks of preseason have been tough, but seeing how things have been ran at the team, it's been professional. We've traveled to Durban for friendly matches. We've been in and out of Joburg, and how we've been training and how we've been working. There's a whole lot of professionalism within the team, and now the onus is on us as players to deliver. They've done their part, and they'll continue, to make sure that we travel well. We get good accommodation, going into games. But now it's up to us. Come Saturday, 8 o'clock, we need to go on the field and make sure that we deliver.
So you guys are going to be playing at the Peter Mokaba Stadium, your home games. Is there anything that you can say to people of the region that should make them come watch you guys this season?
Yeah, originally the team is from Sekhukhune. Sekhukhune is from Limpopo. It's going back home. I think maybe going into the future, maybe the team will be located or originated in Limpopo. But from the people of Limpopo, must come and support Babina Noko in numbers. We'll be playing at Peter Mokaba, and the support will be immense. We need them. As our 12 men to rally behind us, and we will give our all. To make sure that we put smiles on their faces.
And tell me, man, obviously having to play your games in Polokwane means traveling from here. And how does that work out? How are you guys prepared, for that?
Yeah. Sizosebenza. That's one thing. When the season starts, it's all work. We signed up for this. If it means we're going to be like the past season, we were in a bubble. nobody was ready for that. But because you signed up to work, it's fun, yeah. And for us, it's gonna be like 30 away games because we are located in Joburg. We're playing our home games in Limpopo, but that's no excuse. We need to go out there and perform. Wherever we go, like we're playing against the Maritzburg over the weekend, we want 3 points. We don't go with the, that it's an away game. We need a draw, or we need to consolidate and stuff like that. The management have brought in players. We've been working for 6 weeks, 6 hard weeks, pushing ourselves on the field. It's about time now. We go out there, no pressure on ourselves, but we know we need to deliver.
You're naturally a very positive person. It's like all your former teammates talk about how you're a good man in the dressing room. You show it on social media and things like that. But now that you know that you're going to be a regular, you entrust with the captain's armband, surely there's a bigger spring in your step now.
No, nothing changes. I always told people, even at Pirates, I was a leader in the dressing room, whether playing or not. Whenever we come for training sessions, that's who I am. Those are the qualities that I possess, and I'd like to see people happy. At the same time, when we step onto the field, it's competition. That's where we need to fight hard. But when we step off the field, competition is over. Understand? We compete, but off the field, then we are teammates. We need to bring in that brotherhood. So I think. And coming back to your question, I'm not guaranteed game time. Nowhere in my contract does it say that I'm going to play 30 games or I'm going to do what. It's what I'm going to bring onto the training field. So every training session that I come into, I need to prove to the coaches that, coach, I'm ready to perform, I'm ready to play. And if the coach decides on the day that maybe for this game, let's play somebody else, or you're out, or I'm not one to sulk. I'm there to support my teammates to make sure that we achieve our goals. And our goals, making sure that everybody's happy, everybody puts in the work, and we move forward.
Sekhukhune more than anyone in this club right now. What does he bring to Sekhukhune?
Goals. He knows. I tell him every day. I tell him every day. If you speak of good strikers, or you speak of strikers, the closest thing to them is goals. It's seldom where your strikers create goals or they defend. Their job is to score goals. So I always tell him, whether we play a friendly match or we are training, I tell him, you need to score to get your confidence. If there's a penalty and you up for it, take the penalty and score. Because you are the person that's closer to goals. So if you don't have the confidence to score goal for us, then it's a problem. So he knows his role is to score goals, but no pressure. He's got good strikers with him. There's Tashrik, there's Victor, there's young boys that the team has signed, that are good finishers. So competition is tough for everybody. Even for myself, competition is tough. I'm here to compete. I'm here to fight for my place. And I want to achieve my goals that I've set for myself. I'd like to tell you my goals, but no, I think it's best you see them on the field.
I think most of the guys that we've spoken to here now said the same thing. You guys want to bring a trophy to Sekhukhune.
Yeah.
You've seen all the players in the squad. You've trained with them now for a couple of weeks. How realistic do you think that is?
Look, man, nothing is impossible. I'm all about impossible is nothing. We need to go out there and believe in ourselves. Once we believe in ourselves, and if teams like Leicester City can win the league, I remember one time Baroka beat us in the final of the Telkom knockout. So it's possible. Only if we believe and we pull in one direction, you understand, together with the coaches. So what the coaches want us to do tactically, planning for the game, and we take that instruction and we bring it into the game. Performance-wise, hard work, commitment, I think we will achieve, our goals. So it's nothing out of the ordinary. We can bring a trophy to Sekhukhune, and that's one of my wish. Now that being given the armband, I would like one day, since I've turned professional, I don't remember one day, lifting a trophy as captain. I was once at Jomo Cosmos. Fortunate that we got promotion to the PSL, but I've never got that. But I'd like to, since I'm here now and I'm given the role, it will only be nice for me to actually lift the trophy.
The last question for you, Obviously, you mentioned that you played for a club you supported as a little boy, Orlando Pirates. Realistically, how do you motivate yourself to go one further, having joined us in Sekhukhune? I asked Daniel the same kind of question. It's it's a different type of pressure from being at Pirates and Chiefs at Sekhukhune. How do you motivate yourself to go a step further, to get that level higher in your performances?
Yeah. I think one thing is you don't need anybody else to push you. You know, you always got to push yourself. Like I said, you know, I set my goals, you know, and my targets for the season. So it's on my onus is to make sure that I achieve that. So individual as a professional player, you know, I always want to improve. And I always want to do better than my past season. So like I said, I don't want to get ahead of myself and say I'll play 30 games. No, but I want to play more games than I played last season. You understand? I want to contribute more than I did last season. So that's the targets that I set for myself. And be it now that I'm at Sekhukhune, I believe Sekhukhune is an ambitious team. You can see with the players that the team has brought in. So the ambition is there to win things. You know, you don't have to say we want to win trophies, but when you bring in players of the caliber of Victor Litswalo, your Denny Cardosos, Mabasa, you know, you're actually saying that we want to win. So it's like that, you know. I think even the media has been, you know, speaking about us, that, you know, we've assembled a good team. Now it's up to us to bring that on the field, you know, as a team.
Last one from me. You mentioned the club bringing in young players. The boy Siabonga Nkosi. What's your impression of him?
Yeah.
Continental.
Yeah, Nkosi. I liked Nkosi when I visited Jomo Cosmos training grounds. Jomo called him Mfundisi. So he said Nkosi Tandas, and he said Nkosi, Figo, let me tell you a story. Nkosi, he gets paid today. 3 days late, Nkosi doesn't have money for transport. So I asked what is wrong? So apparently Nkosi, he's a giver. So where he comes from, Nkosi does a lot of initiatives, and when he gets paid, he buys people grocery in his community. He does so many initiatives, and then usalangena mali. So Jomo told me that, and I was like, yo, it's, and for a guy his age, you know, that's not normal, you know, and a lot of good things are waiting. And he was part of the team that went to Dubai with Jomo Cosmos. I think they won the Engine Cup or something like that. He was part of that team, and, you know, seeing him here, you know, me and him are close. So, you know, football, I think it's just it's a small world where we know one another, and I'm happy for him. He's showing progress. He wants to play, and for him, I think the sky is the limit. He needs to believe in himself and, you know, fight hard.
Funny enough, he's being likened to someone that you grew up supporting. Yeah. I don't want to mention the name, lest we, you know. Yeah. And they call him Continental. How good is he as a footballer?
Are you talking about Kivli Remy?
That's not good.
Okay, yeah.
That's not good.
Okay. Yeah, but
how good is he?
Yeah, no, because he's good. He's a dribbler. He's quick. He can play with both feet. So, yeah, just that you guys came late. You know, we were doing finishing exercises, 1v1, attacking and stuff like that. Yeah, he was, you know, skinning the defenders. You know, he's a good player. Over the weekend we played a friendly. He gave an amazing assist. So I'm just happy for him. You know, sometimes, but you know, when one door closes, you know, another one opens. You know, Jomo Cosmos got relegated to APC, and he finds himself in the PSL. You know, sometimes I think Nkulunkulu's got he's got our backs. Sometimes we might not know, you know, but our lives are he's got them written down. He's already organized the path going forward. So we just gotta believe in him. And his grace is forever sufficient in our weaknesses. You should always give glory to him. And like football, it's talent. Talent comes from him. And by us playing football, we are just giving glory to God. And I think we can just see Pambili and just sispane and make sure that we achieve our goals.
Thank you.
Thank you.